Hey, what's going on, crew? Welcome to another edition of the Clinic Hero Secret Show. This is Jeff VK in the studio with you this morning. Today, we're going to talk about marketing and sales as usual, and we're going to talk about the concept of being market driven and how some of your marketing that you may be doing to promote your practice and your business may actually be completely backwards in terms of what needs to happen to get results and attract in the right patients and clients. And so, before we get into today's show, if you guys get some value from today, as always, we have a fee. The fee is very simple. You hit the share button on the show, send this video, send this podcast to somebody in your world who would get value from the content. If you got value from it, other people likely will too. We don't run ads. We don't really do anything to promote the show outside of word of mouth. So by you sharing the show, it helps us reach more people, which ultimately helps more clinicians grow their practice, which at the end of the day helps more humans on earth achieve chiropractic care, achieve a better holistic life, and get a better outcome in their lifestyle. Okay. And so, again, today we're going to talk about market growth and market driven growth. Okay. And so, when people think about marketing, a lot of times what we do is we're actually backwards on our thought process. And let me explain that a little bit. So, typically, especially in healthcare, in the medicine model, what we do is we go to school, we create a practice, and that practice is designed to match the service that we were taught. Okay. Meaning that if you go to school and you learn different techniques, such as like upper cervical or Thompson and all that, or zone technique, for example, that becomes the product. Okay. And then what we do is we have this product, and then we write our marketing message surrounding that product or that service. Okay. And what happens then is we basically really are forcing the market to think and operate a certain way because we must convince them that our product is unique, that our service is unique, that our practice is unique and different. And while being unique and different is okay, that's not what the smart entrepreneur does. Okay. The smart entrepreneur, they know that the market already has a preconceived feeling or thought or consideration for what their product is. And we need to match our market message to fit their already intended feeling. So let me elaborate a little bit on that. Okay. The market doesn't actually care what we want as business owners. Okay. Let me say that again. The market does not care what we want to promote. The market does not care what our product is. Okay. We need to go out and we need to meet what they want instead of trying to convince them to take what we have. Okay. So, for example, in the space of chiropractic, many people will market themselves as, again, best chiropractor in town. Okay. We have the best technique. We have the best team. Okay. And while that's all good, what you're doing is you're basically taking your service and you're forcing it down somebody. Okay. You're saying, this is what we want to convince you that we are. Instead, what we need to do and what the smart entrepreneur understands is that the market, again, already feels a certain way about their service. And we must adapt our marketing message and our service message to their already current way of thinking. And so, although we may have a technique that's different and we may have a style that's different, we need to consider what is the outcome that our intended consumer wants to achieve in their life, and how can our product or service help them bridge that gap. Okay. Because the market already has a demand. Okay. There's already existing demand. We're not really creating demand. We're really fulfilling demand in most marketing. Okay. And so if we try to create a demand that says the zone technique is the best, or the Thompson technique is the best, or 36 visit corrective care is the best, the market's not going to resonate with that style of messaging. Okay. So in order to win the game, we have to reverse engineer, and we have to become obsessively market focused. And we must reverse engineer and truly get to understand our patients and our clients, and then tailor our message to them. So again, what we're doing is we're not tailoring our message to be discussing the product and discussing the features of the product and the benefits of the product, all that kind of stuff. That can be important, but we have to understand at the end of the day, the end benefits that the product or service is going to give to the consumer. And we need a market message to talk to the consumer in a way that they are going to resonate with them. Okay. Because again, the market already believes something about chiropractic. Okay. What does the market believe? And some of you guys need to hear this more than others. The market believes that chiropractic helps with pain, back pain, sciatica, headaches, migraines, all that kind of stuff. And it does. Okay. And so that's the message that the consumer is going to resonate with. In addition, that pain also creates a great motivator because painkiller, we always say in our world, painkillers over vitamins. So someone who needs a painkiller is going to be much more urgent to act on something than somebody who just wants to take a vitamin just to improve the longevity of their health. Well, that's a great thing. Most people aren't that proactive. It's the sad truth, right? And so we have to be able to really market our practice in a way that resonates from a pain perspective, because that's going to create the most motivation for the consumer. And so if we can adapt our service or product and the messaging behind it to the current way of thinking that the marketplace already has, then we can win the game. Okay. So that's a way different way of thinking than saying, hey, I've got this practice and I've got this service. We're the best in town. We have the greatest technique. We're the best chiropractors. We care the most. Like, that's all good and dandy, but that's not what the consumer's feeling is around the service. And so they're not going to resonate with that as much because, again, we're trying to force them to believe something different than they already do believe for the profession. Okay. They already have that existing belief about what chiropractic is. We need to match that, make them feel like it's relevant. And then ultimately, in time, we can educate and transition patients to a bigger thought process, a more holistic thought process. But in the beginning, marketing is only for attraction. It's only to drive awareness. Okay. So the awareness has to be able to resonate with that consumer. Okay. And so the thing is like, why do we market our businesses? We market because we have something remarkable. Okay. We've got a remarkable product or service, and we have a story to tell. And then we also know that our service fits the needs and desires of the humans that we want to fulfill on. Okay. And so that's where that style of thinking comes in, is what is the consumer already talking to themselves? What are they already saying to themselves, herself, himself? What are they already saying in their head? And how can we make our market message reflect that, emulate that, and then also encourage action inside of our messaging? Okay. Now, one last thought on this before we end today's show, marketing versus sales. Okay, a lot of people get this a little bit twisted too. Marketing builds awareness. Okay, it builds awareness of a service that exists that could possibly fill the need of that current consumer. Marketing does not get you new clients. Okay, marketing builds awareness for possible patients to come and find you. And it's going to be sales that gets you the new clients. Okay. So we have to look at these things as a harmonious thing, because if we can be market driven and we can say, hey, I already know that the average consumer believes X and Y and Z about chiropractic, so I'm going to make my market message reflect that and emulate that, then we can drive effective awareness. And then if we can drive effective awareness, then we can also design the sales process, the new patient conversion process, to get people to say yes, to care in a way that makes them feel like it's their own decision, not us forcing anything down their throat. Okay. Now, we might use a certain technique, okay, in the office. At the end of the day, the consumer doesn't care as long as that technique resonates with where they want to go and their already preconceived desires and understanding of what chiropractic is. Okay. So as you go about your marketing message, this is a quick little show today, but as you go about creating your messaging, doesn't matter what platform you're doing, email, you're doing Facebook ads, you're doing SEO, you're doing website stuff. I want you to spend less time thinking that, hey, if this is your product, right? You think to yourself, how do I promote this book? I'm holding a book for you audio listeners. I'm holding a book in my hand. And I don't want to imagine that we're going to market this book by just talking about the things on the book. You know, it's got a white cover, it's got blue writing, it's got two people in the back that have the authors, it's got a little bit of information about them. That in itself is not great marketing, especially when you consider chiropractic, because now we're just forcing people to believe and think about our product in a way that they're not already designed to. Okay. So I hope the distinction has been clear, is that we don't want to create a product and then build our marketing message only around that product. We want to build a product that already fulfills an unmet need and desire in the marketplace. We want our marketing message to reflect the needs and wants of the consumer, not the features of the program or the features of our care model. Okay. And by resonating with the consumer, we'll get more response, we'll build more rapport, you'll earn more from the marketplace, and you'll just be a wicked good entrepreneur. And so just remember this at the end of the day. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Is that the smart entrepreneur understands that the market already feels a certain way about their service. The market already feels a certain way about chiropractic. And it's our job to adapt our service to the way of thinking of the market to meet their demand. Okay, the demand already exists. We just need to create a message that harnesses and captures that demand and brings them into the clinic to ultimately have a long-term relationship. So don't go out and try to force anything. Just adapt your messaging to what the market already believes is true, and you'll get more response for your marketing message. It doesn't matter what platform you're on. So I hope that was valuable, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. If you guys got value from this short show today, maybe you've got a colleague that's struggling with messaging or really just how to get themselves off the ground in terms of market placement, share this to them, send this to them, share it with them. And then if you guys get some value yourself, I hope to see you guys on the next show. You can always leave us a 5-star review if we added some value to you. And if we didn't add value, then that's okay. Don't leave a review. We don't expect anything given to us if we didn't drive value to you guys. So we see you guys in the next show. As always, peace.